Hello, welcome to the Great Hope channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
The Tale of Long Lieu and the Gift of Earth. One of the last days of the year, the old king, Hong Wang, whose trembling hands heralded the imminence of the autumn of life, summoned his sons to him. All the king's sons soon appeared with their father. The palace was plunged into a heavy silence. The king looked at their faces and said, "My children, Tet is coming, and we must prepare ourselves for the grand celebration of the new year." This year's ceremony will be very different from previous years. As you can see, I am old and tired, and I want to appoint my successor so that a young crown prince will take over the affairs of the country and then succeed me. Therefore, if any of you can bring the most delicious and meaningful food to our ancestors on New Year's Day this year, this throne will be the first of its kind. He will arrive and I will introduce him as the successor and future king. This is exactly what the opportunistic and ambitious princes have been waiting to hear for years, the question of the king's succession and which son deserves this important and valuable position. The princes, each seeking glory, each considered himself worthy of this position, and without wanting to reveal anything during these years, they were secretly competing with each other. Each of them would increase their influence, power, and wealth in order to be prepared for such a day. Therefore, each of them, using the facilities at their disposal, sent messengers to the four corners of the world to identify the best and most valuable foods and bring the cooking method and everything needed to cook it with them to Vietnam. One went across the oceans in search of rare seafood, and the other went to the distant forests to obtain the meat of rare animals, because they believed that the price and scarcity of each food indicated its value. But in a remote corner of the palace, the 18th prince, Long Lieu, did not live like the other brothers. He was not ambitious or opportunistic. Unlike his brothers, he had worked for years alongside the farmers on the land, and his hands were calloused and wrinkled like ordinary people and laborers. He had no gold, no wealth, and no soldiers to send them to lands near and far for the best food they would find and cook them for him. All Long Lieu's possessions were the shiny white rice that he had harvested himself. The young prince was a little sad because he thought that he could not make a worthy offering to the ancestors' souls on New Year's Eve. But one night, while Long Lieu was on his knees in despair and was grieving, he fell into a deep sleep. In his dream, he saw a silver light coming towards him from the sky. The beautiful light looked beautiful, and a beautiful and wonderful angel appeared in front of him in a garment made of clouds. The beautiful and merciful angel who had come from the God of the universe and the world said kindly, "Humble prince, you must not be anxious and sad, for you have a great and merciful God, and you must know that nothing in this world is more precious than the rice that you have earned with your own hard work. It is the rice of the seed of life that fills the people. Make 2 types of cakes out of the same rice. One in the shape of a circle, which symbolizes the sky around the earth, and the other in the shape of a square, which symbolizes the earth and the paddy fields." Finally, the day of the match came. The hall of the palace was filled with guests, dignitaries, and nobles who watched the gold and silver dishes in which exotic dishes from all over the world were arranged, strange foods and fruits that no one even knew their names, delicious and delicious dishes, each of which could win with its amazing appearance and its magical color and taste. This will be a decisive match. One by one, the princes brought the offerings to the king and the judges with the help of their servants and subordinates, with golden and silver trays, and in expensive and eye-catching vessels, to be judged. And finally, when it was Long Liu's turn, he came forward with 2 simple baskets that he had woven himself with shawl stalks. His brothers laughed at him secretly and they whispered, as always, away from the customs of the royal family. Does he really want to be king with 2 baskets of rice? With deep respect, Long Liu put 2 types of cakes in front of his father. Bancheng, a square cake wrapped in green palm leaves, filled with sticky rice, green beans, and meat. It symbolizes the land and the paddy fields, the green and generous that incorporates flora and fauna in its heart, he said. Banjie, a round, white, uniform cake made of beaten rice. It is a symbol of the sky, pure and timeless, he said. The king, like everyone else, was eager to taste the little prince's offering. He tasted a bite of green cake. The taste of rice was mixed with the aroma of the leaves of the forest and the sweetness of the beans. The king closed his eyes and said, "In this food lies the taste of the hard work of the farmers, the blessing of the soil, and the peace of heaven. This food is accumulated with wealth and is not cooked with pride and arrogance, but it is cooked with contentment, chivalry, selflessness, and gratitude." On that day, contrary to popular expectations, the king placed the crown on Long Liu's head, because the young prince had emerged from this simple but meaningful and complex test. Long Lieu taught everyone that the greatest king is not the one who takes the rarest of the rare, but the one who knows the value of the grains of rice that keep the nation alive, which were planted and harvested with great effort and suffering, and the king knew that his young son had reached this stage of understanding. Today, still in Vietnam, every year during Tet, families gather and stay up all night to bake ban chang and ban jiwai cakes. The smoke rising from the large rice pots is a reminder that heaven and earth always protect grateful hearts, a reminder that true wealth lies in the hearts of people. The happiness of the hearts of human beings is achieved by the actions and behavior of leaders.